guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Eileen. Today's video, I want to talk about the 5 luxury things I don't spend money on anymore. Now, I want to clarify that I'm not saying that I will never buy these things. What I'm saying is I don't actively look for these items anymore. In the past, when I was younger, I used to shop very aimlessly. I used to see things on social media and I would say to myself, wow, this looks really nice, I just want to have it, I don't care if I will actually use it or not. So now I'm older, I try to be more mindful about what I bring into my collection, and I only want to spend money on things that I will actually use and love. So if you are interested, please keep watching. So the first group is the small leather goods, or some people call them the SLGs. Now in the past, I used to love looking at SLGs because they are so cute and adorable. Now, because they are smaller as well, I feel like I can go crazy with colors, whereas when it comes to bags, I'm usually very reserved. So if I'm buying like a wallet, I don't quite mind going for like bright pink color, something that I would not consider if I was buying a bag. And small leather goods, obviously they are cheaper, so it makes you feel less guilty when you buy a small leather good compared to like a bag, even though they are not actually cheap. So right now, I've come to realize that I don't need to buy any more small leather goods because I'm quite a lazy person. I find transferring things between SLGs very tedious. I can just about manage with transferring things between bags. Now my main 3 pieces are my Chanel O case. This one I actually use it as a wallet. My coin purse and my mini pochette. So this carries my bits and bobs, my hand cream, my lotion, perfume and stuff like that. So it doesn't matter which bag I use, I usually would just transfer these 3 pieces from one bag to another. So I don't really feel the need to have more than these 3 pieces. I don't know about you, but in the past when Louis Vuitton released their holiday edition small leather goods, I would run to a store to put my name down on the waiting list just so I can get at least 1 piece from the holiday collection. So for example, I got this mini pochette last year. So this is the Christmas edition. But this obviously is exactly the same thing as this one. They are exactly the same size, obviously they carry the same amount of things. So I purchased this one mainly because it's so cute. But in terms of function, it does exactly the same thing as this one. And I never really feel the need to transfer things out from this one to this one. Same thing with my coin purse, because I've been using this one quite a lot. So last year I thought I would just add another one to my collection. But the truth is, I never really reached for this one because this one is doing its job for me. So right now, I've come to realize that I don't need any more SLGs. I'm quite happy with what I have. And if I'm to buy another SLG, that piece will have to serve me a different purpose, a different function. Apart from that, I'm perfectly happy with what I have. Now I want to say, saving on SLGs can actually save you a lot of money because like a coin purse like this can cost over £200, and if you have 4 of these, you actually can buy yourself a very nice bag. So yeah, I've told myself to cut down on SLGs and save the money for something else. The next category is costume jewelry. Now if you follow me on my Instagram or if you watch my video before, you probably know that I have a collection of Hermes bracelets. I actually am wearing one now. And I love the quality of their leather and I love how they use their leather on their bracelets. But apart from that, I don't buy any costume jewelry from any other fashion houses. For example, I used to love looking at the Chanel's earrings. I used to go into their store and ask them to show me every single pair they had. I never really bought any myself because I've heard some reviews on YouTube. Some people say their crystals fall off very easily and quite often they'll have to send them back to Chanel for repair. So I only have 2 pairs of costume earrings in my collection. The first one is a pair of Chanel earrings and my husband gave them to me as a wedding present. And the second one is from Dior, which my friend kindly gave to me as a wedding present about 7 years ago. Now, I don't buy costume jewelry because the prices are very high for what they are, and a pair of Chanel earrings can easily cost £1,000. So I much rather spend that money to buy fine jewelry. I don't have a huge collection of fine jewelry. In terms of earrings, I only have 3 pairs. So the first one is from Clef and Arpels, the second one is from Tiffany, and the last one is from Hermes. I wear them a lot and I love them all. I find that I can wear them to a casual event, a formal event, a party, a wedding. So they work very well for me. Now in my 20s, I used to think that I want to have a lot of everything. But right now, I don't know, maybe because I'm older, I value my space a lot more and I don't really like clutter. So when it comes to jewelry, less is more for me. I much rather have a small collection of fine jewelry than a big collection of costume jewelry. Another thing I don't spend money on anymore is high heels. Now in the past, I used to think a girl will only look put together in high heels, especially when you go to a formal event like a wedding. So I started having quite a collection of high heels, and these were shoes that I would never wear to anywhere else apart from a wedding. So obviously cost per wear is really high. Now the fact is, I don't wear heels very well. I just can't walk properly in them, and no matter how hard I try, they just don't agree with me. So right now, I've stopped buying heels altogether. I would much rather buy flat shoes. My 2 favorite pairs are these Valentino Rockstars and these Christian Louboutin flats. Now they are both very comfy and I feel like I can dress them up or down. I feel like they look really good with a girly dress, and you can look very chic with a pair of skinny jeans as well. And because I wear them a lot, obviously cost per wear is a lot lower. If there's something I've learned from my 20s, it will be that everyone is different. And just because something looks amazing on someone else, it doesn't mean it has to be your thing. So I don't feel sorry that I can't wear high heels. In fact, I'm quite happy because it saved me quite a lot of money. So as much as I adore these beautiful ladies in their gorgeous heels, I've come to realize that they are not for me. So when I go shopping now, I'll just go straight to the flat shoes area and I'm perfectly fine with it. I also don't spend a lot of money on makeups. I have a very small collection. In fact, the foundation I have, I only bought it this year because I had a few weddings to go to. I'm not great at doing makeup, so I don't feel the need to buy all these fancy palettes or primer or setting powder. I just need to have a tiny collection to make myself look presentable, and usually when they run out, I would just go out and buy the same things. A lot of these products have expiry date, so they mainly last for a year to 2. So when it comes to buying makeups, I'm usually very careful because I know most likely they will just end up being in the bin without being used much, and I don't like to waste anything. I'm quite happy to spend money on good skincare, but when it comes to makeups, I'm usually quite reserved. The last category that I will not spend money on is trendy items. Now this can include anything from shoes to bags to clothing. Now when I buy anything luxury, I usually go for something classic and timeless, something that I will still wear in 10 years time. I'm not saying that I will never buy anything trendy. What I'm saying is I will not buy something just to follow the trend. I think a good example is the Dior saddlebags, because they came back earlier this year and at one point everyone on Instagram was carrying the bag. I just never felt the urge to get the bag because it's just too trendy, and I feel like it might be a bit awkward for me to carry the bag in a few years time when the trend is gone. Another example will be shoes, because a lot of fashion houses are doing these special trainers now. For example, the LV Arch-like trainers. I know a lot of fashion icons wear them very well, they look amazing in them, but for myself, I just know they will not work for my styles, so I never thought of getting them just to follow the trend. I will still buy something trendy if I know that I will still wear the item when the trend is gone. A good example will be this LV mini palm spring. I know some people will say that this is a trendy bag, but I got it because I know I will be quite happy to continue carrying the bag even when the trend is gone. And I can even see myself passing this bag to my children or grandchildren in the future. So that's my video about the 5 things I don't spend my money on anymore. I love luxury, but I try to be careful with what I spend my money on. I usually will only buy things that I will enjoy and love. If you did enjoy the video, give me a thumbs up, consider subscribing. I want to thank you guys so much for watching and have a good day.